Hey guys, and welcome on into today's MLB video play of the day. We got an exciting matchup here in the later afternoon between two of the more intriguing teams in the National League as the Chicago Cubs continue this series here against the Washington Nationals. They're heading into Game 4 of the series. Thus far, the Cubs were able to pick up a win back in Game 1, but they have fallen in back-to-back outings since then against the Nationals, and with those two losses in a row, the Cubs have tumbled back to 39-39 overall in the year, which still puts them right now in second place in the NL Central in what has been one of the weaker divisions thus far throughout the first half of the regular season in the National League. The Chicago Cubs, coming off that World Series season, a lot has been expected out of the Cubs again this year. They've had a little bit of that World Series hangover, haven't quite lived up to their lofty expectations, but still find themselves in a very manageable spot to potentially take the NL Central by the end of the regular season if they're able to start to find their footing at some point. And the numbers play well for the Chicago Cubs. Their numbers paint a bit better of a picture than their overall record might suggest. Pitching-wise, the Chicago Cubs rank 7th in baseball in total team earned run average. That's a pretty solid number there. And offensive-wise, the Chicago Cubs do rank 16th in baseball in total runs scored. So about league average in that category, but their pitching has been quite significantly above league average overall, and with their batting right at around league average, you would expect this team, just by taking those two numbers, to be higher than the 500 record that they're currently at. But what this just indicates is that the Cubs have gone on to win more games in blowout fashion than they have in competitive fashion, most of their losses coming in more of a competitive scenario. Today the Cubs are going to be sending out 33-year-old left-hander veteran Jon Lester, and Lester has been steady again this year, posting a 3.83 ERA, 97 strikeouts, and a 1.25 whip. His numbers so far on the year have been pretty comparable to the career averages that we've been seeing out of Lester. In his last outing, which came on the road against the Miami Marlins, Lester was steady. He logged 7 innings, giving up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk to 4 strikeouts. And Lester has been pretty consistently solid in his last few starts anyways. He's going to be going against a pretty dangerous offensive unit today, going against the Washington Nationals, who, of course, rank first in baseball in total runs scored. And the offense has been carrying the way for Washington by and large this season. But their pitching has also been fairly respectable as well, ranking 10th in baseball in total team earned run average. The weakness with the pitching staff for Washington has come from their bullpen. Their starters have, by and large, been very strong, as this group ranks first in baseball in total number of quality starts. From their starting pitching staff, it's just been an issue with that bullpen more often than not. That's really given the Washington Nationals a tough time. But even with the struggles that they've had out of their bullpen, this is still a team that has a stranglehold of the NL East, standing 47-31 overall, significantly ahead all the other 4 teams in the division who all currently stand under 500. The Washington Nationals have been running away with this division, and they're in a very secure spot right now. The Nationals today are going to be sending out 24-year-old righty Joe Ross. Ross hasn't been great by any means this year through 10 starts, posting a 5.4 ERA and a 1.48 whip. Both those numbers above his career averages. In his last outing, Ross looked a lot better. He had been coming off back-to-back outings where he gave up 5 runs and 4 runs respectively, but in his last outing, he came at home against the Cincinnati Reds. Ross logged 7 innings, giving up 6 hits, but just 1 earned run, 1 walk to 5 strikeouts. Ross hasn't been the most dominant force in the starting rotation by any means this year. He has had a number of starts that have gotten away from him, but he's also been able to post enough quality starts to continue to be in the rotation and get the nod on every 5th day here for the Washington Nationals, going against the Chicago Cubs today, who have a league average offense, but when they're able to get things going, this is certainly a Chicago Cubs offense that has dangerous potential when they are able to get those bats going. The Chicago Cubs are looking to fight back and get the series split here on the road against the Nationals, while Washington is going out for the outright series win 3-1. We feel like the Cubs are going to have the edge on the mound today. And also, when you consider that the Washington Nationals have a pretty weak bullpen, if the Cubs are able to keep things close, they'll at least have a puncher's chance against that Washington bullpen. And even if you consider the fact that they could go into the lead late into the game, that's even a better situation. Right now we find the Cubs sitting at about a pick'em, maybe a slight underdog. If you can get that plus 105 on the money line, that feels like a pretty strong value bet. So we're going to go ahead today and side with the road team, taking the Chicago Cubs straight up in this one as a pretty strong value bet. That's going to be our MLB video play of the day, guys. Again, siding with the Chicago Cubs here. If you guys are interested in getting more pick video content in the future, be sure to click that subscribe button, and also head on over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description, to access our daily free play as well as all of our top confidence premium bets. So thanks, guys, for stopping on in, and we hope to see you in future videos. Bye.